Alright, so I landed here Tuesday morning with a really, really bad case of jet lag. The worst case of jet lag I've ever had in my entire life. And I am someone who hardly ever gets jet lag at all. If I do, it's very mild. Oh, we just passed one of the 5,000 7-Elevens.
You think I'm joking, but actually not really. Take a look at this. This is just the neighborhood I'm in. You see how many 7-Elevens there are around here? And that's just this one area.
So, today I actually got a full night's sleep. I feel absolutely amazing. So what we're gonna do is, since I haven't had the chance to do this yet, we're just gonna take a little short walk around the neighborhood, see what we find, because this is where I'm gonna be living for the next 3.5 weeks.
Our first stop today is People Park. It is a community mall that has your standard shops, restaurants, even complete with those little kiosks.
We just got out of the main plaza of People Park, that indoor shopping like mall facility, whatever you want to call it. So the main reason I wanted to stop over here today was I was out at lunch about 30 minutes after I got to my Airbnb, and there was this local girl, June, like at one of the restaurants, who said, "Oh, if you like animals, there is a pet cafe that's not too far away from here." And I said, "What? I love animals." And guess where that place is? Right here, right by People Park. So we're gonna go in and check this place out.
So once you get inside, the way this works is you stand here in the common area, you go up to the cashier, and there are these preset times. You either have a reservation or you can walk in. They hand you a menu. You make your selections. It's 450 baht, which includes a drink, a snack, and 1 hour of playtime. That was actually fun. I mean, I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I didn't know I was going to enjoy it that much. When I first heard about it, all I was expecting was just, dogs and cats, the standard fare. You mean to tell me they have fox? There was some chinchilla, like a very hefty raccoon in there as well. But let me tell you, my girl Chocolate Chip, that Dalmatian you saw, I think she really ran the place. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on going. So now to get to our next spot, we have to cross the street using this nice, conveniently placed bridge, because crossing streets isn't really the easiest thing to do around here. Oh my goodness, my knees, ankles, everything. But it is going to be so worth it once I get to where I need to go.
So y'all, when I tell you they take 7-Eleven really seriously here, so I am at a temple, a Buddhist temple, and guess what? A 7-Eleven vending machine at the temple, y'all. Wow. And so now in front of us is the temple that we came to see. We'll get back to that in just a second. But once you walk past the temple area, then we come across yet another market.
So this is Wat Mahabut. Unfortunately, the gates are closed, so it would appear that we can't go inside. But instead, I'm actually going to tell you the story behind this particular temple. This legend actually goes to an infamous Thai ghost bride called Nak. So Nak, this woman, was faithfully married to her husband Mak, who at one point was conscripted into the Thai army to fight a war. So when he was injured while fighting in this war, Nak became pregnant. So while he was in Bangkok recovering, Nak and the child unfortunately died during childbirth. So when Mak returned home, amazingly he found both Nak and the child seemingly alive at the house. So his neighbors are telling him, "Nah, bruh, they're both ghosts. What are you doing?" But he, of course, seeing his wife and child, did not believe him. So one day, Mak saw the Nak stretch her arm to an impossible length in order to pick up a lime, thus confirming that she was indeed a ghost. So he fled, he just ran, and he came to this temple where ghosts cannot enter because, well, this is a temple and this is holy ground. So ghosts are not able to enter. So Nak, being very disappointed and very hurt, in her grief, terrorized the village until a monk came and captured a ghost and contained it into a jar, which was thrown into a canal. Now, there are some versions of the story where the jar was found and then eventually opened, where Nak's ghost was freed.
Now that we've left the temple, we are now on Habito Road, crossing the San Samran Bridge on the way to Habito Mall. Now we're crossing back over the San Samran on Habito Road. Our next stop is this nice little fresh market.
So this next place I'm about to take you to it's called the Big C. I mean, you can read, right? It is what they call a hypermarket here in Bangkok. It's one of several. But I stumbled upon this place yesterday, walked in and got more than I anticipated. I said, I need to come back. So these things are a godsend. This is basically how I've been surviving the past couple of days when I'm not eating out at food stalls.
And this is one of the reasons why I have not used my kitchen since I've been here. So, like, for example, this doohickey right here, it's a little noodle bowl. It's made fresh every day, and all you'd have to just put some in the microwave for a little bit. 39 baht, so about a little over a US dollar for that meal. These hypermarkets have one of my favorite things here in Bangkok, or in all of Thailand and Southeast Asia, or really anywhere in the world, honestly, and that is a food court. Although these food courts operate a little bit differently from where I know I'm from. So the way these work is you go up to this where it says e-card here, and you'll get and then you say, hey, I want to put 300 baht on a card, and you'll get a card similar to this. Like this is for a completely different food court in another hypermarket. But with that card, with that baht on that card, what you're able to do is go to any one of these food stalls, any one of them, and you're able to order your food. And the cool thing is you can take one dish from one place and mix it with another dish from another place, and it's all on the same card. And if you look at these prices here, it's, especially if you're from the States, that is really good prices, and the servings are, well, pretty healthy. They're not hefty, they're not kind of what you're used to, but you can get pretty full. So if you're looking at the prices, you can probably do the conversion, but just to do a quick check, you see here, like 60 baht for the 2-in-1 chicken with rice. Roughly that is $1.50. So for 60 baht, $1.50, you can get an entire bowl, like the chicken and rice bowl from that stall right there. And from the very beginning where you saw, you could get a card. Next to it, that's the drink stand. You can get your soda, water. And in some food courts, I'm not sure if it's this one here, but in some food courts, you're able to get beer as well. So yeah, that was like some type of, I believe it was pork in a casing, but the casing it also had rice in it. And I did order it spicy, and you can't see it, but my eyes are watering. It really came with the spice. It was absolutely delicious. It came with the spice. My eyes are watering. You can't see behind the sunglasses, but yeah, definitely got my money's worth there. That was really good.
Up next, we have Century, the movie plaza, which is, of course, you guessed it, a mall, complete with your shops, restaurants, everything you want, and of course, the actual movie theater, which is located on the top floor.
One of the reasons I chose my current location is right behind me you'll see the Unnut BTS station. So there's two rail systems. There's the BTS, which is the SkyTrain, and then there's the MRT, which is the underground rail.
Next, we have dinner at the Arcade Food Garden, which is just a few steps away from where my Airbnb is. You can say a lot about what I'm going to experience in the next 3 weeks, but the one thing you cannot say is I'm going to go hungry, because look at all these options. Even got a pool table, even more delicious food, and one of my favorite things, I have a lot of favorite things, but we have a full bar where you get your drinks from. And I had to get this night with a fried squid and of course rice. And after dinner, I hit up this district right over on Soy 50. As you can see, there's more restaurants and bars. Some of these bars I hear serve craft beer, which is a little bit more difficult to get in Bangkok. But I haven't seen any yet, but hopefully I'll have my fair share by the time I'm done.
So, until next time, I'll catch you later.